name's Brianna McCune. I race the 214 Kawasaki Ninja 400.
My name is Jacob Crossman. I race the number 218 Kawasaki Ninja 400.
Hi, my name is Renee Franco and I ride the number 194 Kawasaki Ninja 400.
In 2020, I raced as an expert. I got 2 second place overalls and a 3rd place overall. And in 2021, I plan to race in America, win a championship, and get down to the low 18s.
In 2020, I went from novice to expert in 4 rounds, and then in 2021, I want to do a Moto America round.
In 2020, I was able to advance from novice to expert in 1 year and achieve personal best at each round. And in 2021, my goals are to win expert races and to win an expert championship.
I think the Kawasaki Ninja 400 is a great race bike. They're very competitive and overall fun to ride.
The Kawasaki Ninja 400 is a very good race bike. It makes you learn the basics of racing, and then it prepares you to move on to a bigger bike.
Racing the Kawasaki Ninja 400 class has been a really fun experience. It's incredible the amount of young talent that's coming up and the competition.
My favorite corner is the bowl, turn 6, because it's banked and it's fast. And the most challenging corner is probably turn 10 because it's bumpy and hard to figure out.
My favorite corner is a combo is like 5 and 6, because you get to go over the hill into the big bowl and it's banked. And then my most difficult corner is turn 9, because it's blind on entry, and then it's a big downhill corner.
My favorite corner at Loudon is turn 3 because my Kawasaki Ninja 400 handles really good through there and allows me to get really good entry speed and exit speed. And my least favorite corner is turn 11 because it's a very critical point on the racetrack that determines how well you get down the straightaway.
So my name is Eric Wood. I own the Penguin Racing School. I also own Woodcraft Technologies, which makes them into motorcycle parts. And I currently race a 2021 Kawasaki ZX-10. I mean, a Kawasaki 400 is a fantastic platform for new riders. It's super capable. I mean, it's the most popular choice for the Moto America Junior Cup Series for a reason. It does a lot of things very well. It's got a good handling chassis. It's got a good motor. Overall, it's a very, very solid package. And a 400 does a lot for a rider's development because, you know, it's not going to over horsepower the racetrack. They're not going to get to the end of straightaways and be all freaked out trying to slow a motorcycle down. You know, they're going to be able to focus on how to ride the motorcycle, and it's not going to be so much information overload. They're going to learn how to race through the corners, how to focus on body position, and do all the correct techniques. And then after they master that stuff, it's pretty easy to step up to a 650 or a 600 or whatever else you want to ride.
I have a great team that I'm on, Eric and John, and my teammates help me a lot. And I think that racing the 400 is great because it pushes me, and I have a lot of competitors.
Penguin Mentor program with any MMR is very good because it can start you off from being a very beginner, and now I'm already at an expert race, and I'm already at race pace with low lap times.
The Kawasaki Ninja 400 is a great beginner bike because it doesn't have a ton of horsepower, so it allows you to learn at a much easier rate where you won't get hurt as easily. And the Penguin Road Racing School has been critical in allowing me to develop as a rider, and I was able to go from novice to expert in a really short amount of time due to the guidance of Eric Wood and John Rush.
Now, if I had a Ninja 400 and I wanted to get it ready for the racetrack, you know, and other than the basic stuff, you want to make sure you have good tires. Good tires are the first thing I would go after. If I was a track day rider, I would go for something like a set of Dunlop Q3s because they are a great tire with excellent grip. The first couple of years of Moto America, they actually raced on those tires, and they don't require tire warmers, and so that's a nice convenience for really getting going. Tires are like always the #1 mod you want to do to any motorcycle before it goes from there. And other than that, you know, you can work on ergonomics next. You know what I mean? It's good to sometimes get the foot pegs off the ground a little bit, so you could look at a set of rear sets, or if you want to track pepper, something you're going to have for a long time, putting a set of clip-ons is often a good idea, because if you tip over, you can then replace a $15 replaceable handlebar that you can get anywhere in the paddock instead of having to search through trying to find OEM replacement, which can be difficult. So those are kind of the basics you do. Of course, you do little things like put swing arm spools on it so you can put it up on stands, and you'll get a set of stands and that kind of thing. And I think as soon as you decide that you're serious and you want to try and have the best performance you can graduate to a set of slicks and then have the optimum performance you can possibly have, which only requires a set of stands and tire warmers if you want to do that. But up to that point, we have lots of people that have tons of fun. All of our rental bikes are on Q3s, and they're super competitive in the novice races, so it's a pretty easy way to get started.
My engine was built by Derek Quarterly, and I have Yoshimura exhaust.
My engine is dynoed and tuned a little bit by SPM, and I have exhaust by Hindle, and I run Dunlop tires.
I run a stock engine in my Kawasaki Ninja 400, and I love the Yoshimura exhaust because it sounds incredible.
I have Nitron suspension.
I've made my suspension a little bit stiffer for Loudon because of the bumps that are here, and when I go to other tracks I soften it depending on the quality of the track.
And I race Dunlop motorcycle tires.
I use Dunlop racing tires.
If I could change one thing about my Ninja 400, it would probably be the brakes. They're a bit spongy, but yeah.
One change to my bike would be a new exhaust from Sparks to make a little bit more horsepower out of this thing.
If I could make one change to the Kawasaki Ninja 400, it would be the durability of the transmission because I feel like it could be much more consistent.
I'd like to thank Penguin Road Racing School, Innovative Motorsports, Woodcraft, REV Graphics, Dave Sugarhouse, and Central Mass Power Sports for all they do for me.
A few people helping me out racing is Definitive Construction, Mom and Dad, REV Graphics, First Tracks, Woodcraft Technology, Innovative Motorsports, SPM.
I want to thank my sponsors, first of all my mom and dad, the Penguin Road Racing School, REV Graphics, Woodcraft Technologies, and Innovative Motorsports for supporting me.
To get involved in Penguin's a piece of cake. I mean, we have a website, penguinracing.com. If you want to come be part of it, the motorcycle preparation is really simple. You just need to have a bike that is in overall good mechanical shape. It should be a sport-ish bike of some sort. It doesn't have to be a Ninja or a GSX-R or anything like that. You can use a lot of standard bikes. We got guys who use F09s and Tuonos and that kind of thing all the time. We've even had Goldwings here, some of the older ones, and all kinds of stuff in between. Motard bikes, and your platform is kind of your choice. Anything outside of a full-dress Harley, I think we're doing okay. And as far as what it takes to get ready, I mean, it's just got to be in good mechanical shape. You have to have good brakes and tires. And that's it. I mean, you take off your license plate and tape over your lights and directionals. I mean, overall, you can actually, we have people do it all the time. They'll ride their bike to the racetrack, prep it in about 15 or 20 minutes, and be good to go. As far as being involved in Super Street is a new thing, and it's really cool. Prior to this, if you ever wanted to be part of a race weekend, you had to get a full race license and fully race prepared your motorcycle, which can be involved. You've got to put bodywork on it, you got safety wires and things. You know, a lot of little technology. Some bikes have to have case covers and that kind of thing. With Super Street, you can basically be part of an NEMR weekend, which is 7 or 8 weekends at Loudon all year long. And you can take your track day prepared motorcycle, and that is just, hey, it's oil tight, it's got good tires and brakes, and you've taped over the lights and directionals. The only additional tech requirement is we have you put a number plate on the front of it, which you can do with vinyl, that kind of thing, pretty easy. And you buy a little $10 transponder bracket, and you're good to go. And you can then take your track day skills that you learned during a Penguin School day or anyone else's track day. You know, the only requirement to be part of Super Street is you have to have done a track day once. in the last 12 months. And then you can be part of an NEMR weekend. You can watch all the racing, see all the stuff everyone's got going on. And you get a couple of practices, you get a heat race, and then a 4-fun final that we don't treat real serious, but it's an opportunity to line up, take a green flag, get a feel for what it's like, and really enjoy the kind of racing experience in a much lower pressure environment. As far as renting, absolutely, you can rent actually everything. We have people sometimes that will fly in and rent everything they need from helmet to boots and leathers and everything in between, and certainly motorcycles. We rent motorcycles every single weekend. We have a fleet of prepared Ninja 400s. We even have a couple of Ninja 650s as well, if the guys want to try those. And that's as easy as just signing up on the Penguin site. When you sign up for a school, there's an option for a bunch of different additional things you can add on. You can add any individual piece of rental equipment, including a motorcycle that you like. So, piece of cake. And the cool thing is, it's not only available to rent for the school, but you can also stay either, if you're a licensed racer, stay and race it for the weekend, or if you want to try the Super Street, you can do that on Saturday or Sunday as well. So those bikes are available from Friday all the way through the whole weekend.
Can I say the exhaust name?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and say it. Maybe they'll send you one. So.
Yeah.
We'll get enough views.
One change to my bike would definitely be a Sparks exhaust because I can gain a few more horsepower. Nice one, man.
You got some no clue.